So.
I mean, this is one of the best-selling items we have. These things, people are buying them every single day. This is a very popular item.
But what the fun part about that is that somebody, just like you said, took the parts and kind of came up with something. That's the point of all these little widgets, is that it's like an erector set. You can come up with interesting uses all the time.
Yeah. Now, you have something new that we call the Guy Galloway had actually taken some of our parts or asked us. I don't remember exactly what happened.
He had this red.
He had this red, and he wanted to add this third level, this
Zwivel.
This swivel. So
yeah, the swivel he calls it.
The swivel, or we call it, or whatever. But so anyway, so now you have the same functionality as this red. It can go on a 15 millimeter or a 19 millimeter rod, and it can go back and forth. It can spin 360 degrees, and it can swivel horizontally. Wow. So I'm expecting this is going to be a pretty exciting product. I think that, again, a collection of basically parts that we've had. We didn't make any new parts to create this.
Right. Which is part of the point.
Yeah.
What I really like about it is that it gives, people who are used to, working with film cameras or ENG style cameras, there's a certain way that viewfinder feels, that it'll tip if you're tipping and that kind of a thing. And really with Reds, it's a little arm, it's hard to keep it on there, it doesn't really adjust with you as you're trying to shoot, which we all know it's not very dynamic. So that's why I really thought this was a great idea.
One of the issues, everybody wants an extender viewfinder when they're working on a dolly.
Right.
And this is great. Now you can just mount it on the back of the rod, and if you've got a lot of rod hanging off there, you really got some adjustment to get it right to your eye, and you don't have all this, tripod leveling thing, which is always a problem because you got to get in the tripod, in the leveler, and all these parts from the same rental house, or you got to figure them out yourself, and they crack and break.
Right. But you can even mount it on the lower rods, too, if you're in some strange configuration where you're below the camera or whatever.
Right. Now, I do have a question about the swivel thing here. I had to wrap that around my head for a while there and really figure out when you would use that. And I came up with one shot, but I don't know. There's zillions, I know. But, let's say the camera's on a waitress tray outside the car shooting the front wheel. Right. You can just hop in the car, or you could be on the other side of the waitress tray, and you could just swivel that thing that way and look straight in and see a shot going.
Well, any kind of tight space where, you need to be shooting this way, but you don't have enough room to get anywhere behind the camera.
Well, I think you need to be perpendicular to the camera. That's the idea here.
A lot of times, though, the cameras are wedged in positions where you can't get behind it like you would normally. You need to swing it out to the side or up and down, for that matter. Yeah.
Well, here you can actually swivel it and have up-down movement, and then you could twist it some weird way. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but pretty much, you have an XYZ axis here. You can get it anywhere you want to get it.
We'll have to ask Guy what his situation
was.
Exactly, yeah. I never asked him.